Dukkah has become quite popular and you often find it on menus at restaurants, but not everyone knows how to use it at home in their everyday recipes. But Kate from Table of Plenty, you've got 3 different types of beautiful dukkahs and they're really quite versatile, aren't they?
They are. Look, Dukkah's my favourite product. I just love it. It is versatile. It's made from nuts and seeds, herbs and spices and salt.
Beautiful.
And so it's healthy, it's low carb, it's gluten-free, it's good for vegans.
I mean, it's everything.
It is, and it's really, really simple. I've got 3 here, a lemon and herb, a macadamia and a pistachio, and I really want to give you a taste of each of them.
That sounds beautiful. Well, whilst you do that, I'm going to whip up a little recipe of mine, Dukkah crusted eggs with a raw zucchini and goat's cheese salad.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to get onto that.
Okay, and I'll give you a taste. So I'll start with the pistachio. Pistachio is traditionally a Middle Eastern nut, so it really, really goes well with cumin and coriander, which are the flavours of this. So we'll give you a bit of bread.
A little bit of bread, a little bit of olive oil, just like they do at the restaurants. I think that'd be perfect.
I'm going to hand it over. There you go.
Yum! How good's this? I get to cook and eat.
Yeah. And like this is really, it is my favourite. The beautiful flavours of the pistachio. It's got such a unique, distinct flavour. Do you know which one you're going to use for the recipe?
Can I try the other 2 first?
Sure, we can do that. So macadamia. Now, obviously, macadamia is a true Australian nut. And again, I've paired this with coriander and cumin. So it's the same herb and spices, but the nut itself just causes the flavours to be totally different.
And what I love about Dukkah is that it really is just pure ingredients. It's nuts, it's spices. You're not adding anything artificial in there, and you can rub it onto different types of meat and fish.
That's right. People think it's just a dip, but to be honest, I hardly ever eat it as a dip. I put avocado on toast as one of my favourites. On any kind of salads, instead of a salad sprinkle with seeds, you can put Dukkah on it. The lemon and herb is a bit different. We actually got in touch with some Queensland farmers and they actually dry and grind down whole lemons for us.
Oh, wow.
And it just tastes amazing. It's got fennel, sumac, so very different flavour profile and really good with fish and chicken. Really good with seafood.
I was going to say that would be perfect with a beautiful like salmon fillet even, or just sprinkled over some flatbread. Yummy. Yeah. I think for this one, I'm going to go with the pistachio Dukkah.
Okay,
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Great. So I'm just really simply julienning these zucchinis using a mandolin. Now, this is just a really easy way of creating zoodles, I like to call them, which are zucchini noodles. Yeah. But of course, if you don't have a mandolin, you can just simply grate them or you can chop them up yourself. So the salad really is going to be quite simple because you're getting so much flavour in that beautiful pistachio Dukkah. So if you could you just pick me some coriander leaves, and then we're going to mix in some goat's cheese and a little bit of lemon later. Now, I've got some soft-boiled eggs here, which have been peeled. Now, the magic number for me with soft-boiled eggs is 4.5 minutes. So boil them for 4.5 minutes. And what we're going to do is actually coat the egg with the Dukkah. So I've got a little bit of olive oil here. You'll see it's so easy. You just roll the eggs in some olive oil. We've got your yummy Dukkah. And we just roll the eggs and just coat the eggs in your Dukkah. Now, Kate, you've got quite a few products now for Table of Plenty, but this was the original concept. This was your first product, your little baby, when you launched and changed your career, really.
It was. Look, I was in IT, and after my baby was born, it was a massive reset in my life, and I just had to find something I was passionate about. And I love cooking, I love flavours, and I lived in the Middle East, so I knew a lot, and I was totally in love with Middle Eastern food. And I love Dukkah, and I took a while to experiment with different kinds and to really work on getting the flavours right together.
Well, it's beautiful, and the product I think really speaks for itself. It's really well balanced, it's not too overpowering, and it's really versatile. So I've got these eggs, they're all crusted. Now, as I was saying before, it is really, really simple. I'm just going to toss that through, squeeze a little bit of lemon over our zucchini, a little bit of olive oil. Now I'm just going to finish this off by seasoning it with a little bit of salt flakes and popping it into my serving bowl.
It's looking beautiful.
Thank you. Now, Table of Plenty has quite a strong social conscience. How did that come about?
Yeah, well, my daughter Amy has a disability, and when that happened, it kind of opened the whole world of disability to myself and my husband. And when we started the company, we wanted to make sure that we were giving back to that community. And one of the things that we see is that there are not a lot of employment opportunities. So we have set up our company so people with disabilities are packing our products every day. So the dukkahs are packed, and we've made hundreds of thousands of hours of work.
That's fantastic. I mean, I just love that it tastes great, but also it has a social conscious.
Yeah.
It's made here in Australia, and it's making, I think, a pretty good dish so far.
Yeah, I'm waiting to taste it. It's looking good.
All right, so I've got my zucchini and my coriander.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is, this kind of looks like a bit of a bird's nest.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make like even just a bit
Okay.
more bird's nesty. So little holes in our bird's nest, and top the zucchini with some of our beautiful dukkah crusted eggs. Now to finish this off, I love goat's cheese, so I'm going to put in a little bit of this goat's cheese, which I think is just going to set it off, go really well with the dukkah. Might just finish it off with a little bit more fresh coriander. Now, of course, if you don't have coriander, use basil, you can use parsley. Really, any herb is going to go well with this, but just to give it a bit of freshness. And I like to finish this off just to give it a little bit of heat, just a bit of cracked black pepper. And what's really exciting about this dish is the little hidden surprise in the eggs, the soft-boiled yolk, of course. So I think that we should tuck in.
I will.
And if we crack open an egg, you'll see that it just makes... I mean,
that's yum.
How yummy does that look?
It's a beautiful colour.
And it also just sort of creates like a natural sauce. So would you like to do the honours?
Yeah. Now, one of my other things I love doing is this kind of egg would be great on toast for breakfast.
Totally. Just with some avocado, some cherry tomatoes, some sprouts, some nice sourdough bread. I think this works well with lunch and breakfast.
That's really yummy. And the goat's cheese just brings that saltiness. Beautiful.
I love, Kate, how you've shown how versatile dukkah can be. You can put it on your meat, you can have it for breakfast, you can put it with your dips or breads and oils.
And the best thing is it makes you look gourmet and you've done absolutely nothing. It's just in the pantry, you open it and you're done.
That works for me.